Ho, ho, ho. Good shot of the old arse there, guys. Apologize about that. What's going on? Big Rob back. Another home brewing video for you. For those of you who don't know me, check out my channel. You'll learn all about me and head to my blog, makebeereasy.com. Sign up for updates and all that good stuffy. Today, guys, we are going to keg the beer that I made. It was a red ale, King's Royal Red Bitter it's called, from Best Case. Very similar to the Brewer's Best. They come with all kinds of goodies to include some liquid malt, sometimes some dry malt, sometimes, in this case it came with some specialty hops, and also of course the, specialty grains, and also of course the hops. So today, guys, we're going to keg. Now what you got to do, this is a Pepsi keg. You got to sanitize the crap out of these things, clean them and sanitize them real good, okay? And this is why one of these reasons I love this Cooper's DIY is because of this spigot. I just get myself a trusty stool, put her up nice and high over the keg, turn that bad boy on, spill it all over the place. There we go. There we go. So you got to find a nice little, so the stream goes good. Fill her up. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to force carbonate this, okay? So you can force carbonate it using CO2, or you can actually prime it like you would your bottles. I'm actually going to keg another one tomorrow, which is a Cooper's Lager that I did a video on there a little bit ago. With that one, I'm actually going to sugar carbonate. I'm going to prime it. Reason for that, my thinking is that Cooper's is the goop out of the can. I want it to age a little bit longer before I start drinking it. This stuff is actually really good beer almost right away, so I don't need to have it wait as long, don't need to have it age as much, so I'm just going to use force carbonated. I'm going to put it on about probably 12 psi, put it in the fridge with the, I have a beer fridge, big beer fridge, put the keg in there with the CO2, and I will leave it there for 3 to 4 days at that poundage. And she should be good to go after 3, 4, 5 days, whatever. I see some people crank her up to 30 psi and kind of roll the keg around and all that stuff, and that's all good and well too. Apparently that works great, and you can drink the beer a lot faster. I'm not in a rush because I brew almost every week for you guys, so I got a shit ton of home brew on the go here. So I'm not in a big rush. We're almost there. We're about 3/4 of the way there. This is the live actioning, riveting part where you get to watch the whole process right before your eyes. Isn't this exciting? Oh yeah. Almost there. Then we're going to take our cap, put her back on. I'm going to blast this thing with some CO2 3 or 4 times. Let the air out, do it again, let the air do it again. That way it gets all the air, oxygen out. And then I'll seal her up real good. Give her a shot of about 20 psi, and that'll make sure the cap's on there nice and tight, and that beer looks good. Smells good too. Getting a little thirsty mouth starting to water. Hopefully I got enough memory you guys will be able to make it through this video. Always happens to me. Halfway through the video, damn phone kicks off. I'm sitting here talking to myself for about 20 minutes. It's great fun. There we go. We're almost at the top. So that left me, that's because it's got a lot of foam. I'm just going to put that on. I'm going to pause you guys, and I'm going to be back. But that left me with more than I want in the fermenter. I'm just putting this on so it doesn't get contaminated. That left me with about, let me see, that would be 5, 6, 7, 8. I was expecting to have about 4. So it just means foam's come up. So I'm going to let the foam drop a little bit because I'm going to bottle about 4 liters of this when I'm done. So I'll be right back, guys. Hang tight. All right, guys, back. Okay, so here's the update on this situation. You'll see I'm down to now just about the 5 liter mark. So I just put the cover on, let it sit for a little bit. The foam dropped, and I was able to get about as much as I thought I was going to be able to get in there, which should be just about 19 liters. Again, the Cooper's kits make 23, so you've got a remaining 4 liters approximately. I just bottle those, which is cool, because then I put those away for a few months. So that's the plan. I try to do that, but it's very difficult sometimes because you get a little thirsty, but the beer gets a little better. So that's cool, because you usually get 3, 4, 5 liters, depending per batch you can put away for later. So I've got the CO2 line. connected to the inline. Now all I do here now, as per my instructions I read you, turn this bad boy on. Let's get her on to open, okay? Crank her all the way over. I then hit the little red thingy-jiggy. You probably can't see that there. It's just a little on-off switch so the air can actually, or the CO2 can flow through the line. And then I turn the dial to get her to 10 to 12 PSI. Now I can hear it, okay? So there we go. There's 10, 11, 12. So let her sit there for a sec. Okay, now what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to let this off. And what I'm doing is I'm getting rid of the air, the oxygen. Nice. Now it'll fill back up with CO2, and you want to get all the oxygen out of there because not a good thing to have in your beer. Can bacteria and all that stuff make it go bad. So we just let her sit there for a minute. I've got these great directions. I may load these up on my website for you because it covers it in detail. Kegging your beer at home. We're doing the forced carbonation. We're still in filling the keg. So let me see. Wet the O-ring on the top. I didn't do it with water. I did it with beer because I got lots of it all over it. They want you to wet the O-ring so it makes a good seal. Good seal, then pop the top on your keg, which I did. Apply 10 to 12 pounds of pressure, and then release the pressure from the pressure valve. Okay, and as they say, that's purging the air from the top of the keg. Repeat this 3 times until you are confident all air is out. He then goes on to recommend giving the keg at least 1 shot at a higher pressure, perhaps 20 pounds, to probably seat the seals and rings in the keg, which I'll do that as well. There we go. So you can even hear that pushing. That's positive pressure out of the keg. So I'm going to crank that up to 20. A little more. Let's get her up to 20 here. I've got an Allen key on mine. My little contraption that came with it busted. So that'll be it, guys. I'm letting that pressurize up to 20 right now to seal this thing. I'll then give it another crank to release, and then I'm going to set this at 10 to 12 psi, probably 12 psi, and just let it run in the fridge like that. You can turn it off in between these. I'm one of these paranoid guys with everything OCD, I guess they call it. Yeah, good meds for that they have. So I like to make sure the oxygen is all out of here because I don't want any issues. And that's it, guys. That's it. Anything over that would be overkill, so now I'll crank this back down to 10 to 12. Pop her in my fridge. 3 to 4 days, I'll check on it, and she should be good to go. If not, I'll leave it in a little bit longer, and she'll be good to go. And then when you drink it, you're going to have to figure that out on your own. The serving PSI is different than the pressurizing PSI. I've actually found 2 to 3 PSI is good for serving. Any more than that, and I start to get all kinds of foam and head in my beer, which you don't want too much of that, of course. So that's what I got, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you get some value from this bad boy. Like the video if you liked it. Comment if you so are inclined to let me know that you're out there and brewing. Subscribe, and then head over to makebeereasy.com and sign up for my updates. You'll get all my live updates. Plus, like I said, I got a free gift for you over there right now. Anyway, check it out, guys. Big Robb's out here on that.